differentiate cos x cube sine square x 5. Now you need to understand the difference between cos x cube and cos cube x, and also cos x whole cube. This is equal to this, but this isn't equal to these two. Cos x cube means cos is a function of x cube. You need to understand this. Cos is a function of x cube. Just as I told you, cos could be a function of apple, cos tree, cos theta, or cos bus, anything. So x cube is that anything. So cos is a function of x cube in this particular function. But cos cube x means cos x into cos x into cos x. 3 times. When cos x, cos x, cos x, they get multiplied 3 times, we get cos cube x, or you can also write them as cos x whole cube. So you need to understand cos x cube and cos cube x or cos x whole cube, they aren't same. Cos cube x and cos x whole cube are definitely same, but cos x cube is not same. Cos cube x or cos x whole cube is when you multiply the function of cos x thrice, and this is a different identity. Similarly, sine square x 5. Again, this x 5 is that something. Sine square is a function of that x 5. This means that sine x 5 into sine x 5. Sine square x 5 means that. Just as sine square theta means what? Sine theta into sine theta is sine square theta. Similarly, sine square x 5 works as theta. Sine x 5 into sine x 5. Now let's get started. Now if you see, we need to apply product rule here because it's cos x cube into sine square x 5. So I have already written the formula for product rule. Fg dash means differentiate Fg. Just dash means you will have to differentiate. Okay, this is the product rule. Now let's start. Now here f is equal to cos, therefore f dash will be equal to, now here's a catch, it's not, we can't write x below because cos is not a function of x, but cos is a function of x cube. So what do we write here? X cube, exactly. But again, we need to differentiate with respect to x, so this doesn't end over here. So this cos x cube would mean, how? We need to break the f part first. X became x cube first and then it became cos x cube. So first you differentiate this and then differentiate this, right? You can't leave it here because we need to differentiate with respect to x and not x cube. But can we directly do it? Not really, because cos is a function of x cube, not x. If it is a function of x cube, then the differentiation can only be done with respect to this. But you can again multiply this term. We will go to the next part, which will be d x cube. Now with respect to x, so we are on the way to find out. Okay, now we know that our derivative of cos x is sin x, but here it's cos x cube, sorry, minus sin x, so it will be minus sin x cube into this 3 into 3 minus 1 2, 3x square, so we are getting minus 3x square sine x cube. So this is the f dash. Now let's find out g dash. So g is equal to sine square x 5. Therefore for g dash we need to break it down again. First x became x to the power 5 then it became sine x to the power 5, and then it became sine square x, which is basically this. So we need to unravel from this step, and then finally to this step, right? We need to start from here. So we know something to the power n. N, it could be any number, any rational number, right? Any rational, irrational number. We know the formula, derivative of x. X is that something. So let's put it this way, that whatever it is to the power n, with respect to that is what? N, whatever it is, n minus 1. So here that question mark is this. So we need to differentiate this part. So I have written this part to the power by, as you know, whatever you write here, you need to write the same thing here. But we had to find with respect to x, don't forget. And this is definitely not x. So then the next step is sine x 5. So this is sine is a function of this. So this time we are going to differentiate with respect to x5. So again, d sine x5 with respect to x5. Again, we need to multiply this part. Now this is x to the power 5, which is a function of x definitely. So this can be done directly with respect to x. So the basic formula, let's move on to the basic formula that we have. To sine x 5 2 minus 1, and anything to the power 1 is that number itself. So I'm just not writing it anymore. Then we have, okay, derivative of sine would be cos. With respect to 5, it will be cos to the power 5. And again, derivative of x to the power 5, 5 into x to the power 5 minus 1, 4. So we have got the value of g dash. So let's simplify this properly. Cos, there was 2, so 2 into 5. Sine, again x5, so we are getting 10 cos and then sine. So this is g dash, and now we are ready to use this product rule, fg dash plus f dash g. So we know the product rule, fg dash plus f dash g. We'll directly write the value of f first. F is equal to cos x cube, so we are going to write this into g dash. Already we have the g dash. Now plus f dash g. So f dash is equal to this part. Okay, we did not simplify this. So derivative of cos is sine, so it's going minus sine. Oh, I have found this out, I'm sorry. Here I did this. Okay, so it is minus 3 square. Okay, this is f dash, which is minus 3x square sine x cube. So this becomes plus minus 3x square sine x cube, and then g. G is equal to sine square x5. Sine square x5. Finally, yeah, this is what we got. Now let's arrange them properly. So this is going to come here, 10x4. So we got cos x cube, cos x5 sine x5 minus 3x square sine x cube sine square x5. Now let's find out if there's anything common. I can see x square is common, and I can also see sine x5 is common. So yes, x square is common and sine, so whatever I am left with. So x square common, so it will be x to the power 4, right? X to the power 4 means 4 times x. X square already gone out, so you're left with x square. Repeat cos x5, stop over there because sine x5 is already out. We have factorized minus 3. This x square is already out, and then sine x cube. This is sine square x5. Once sine x5 is out, sine square x5 means what? Sine x5 into sine x5. I have already taken one out, so we are just left with sine x5, and yes, this would be the final answer.